Bartley, MTX Automotive, back with another video on the International Scout 1973. So I've decided to tackle one of the rust areas in the bed. It's going to be on the driver's side, left-hand side. And I've got everything cut out, got new pieces made, and wanted to start my video here. So I've got the main brace underneath that's underneath the bed, tack welded in. Is it pretty? Absolutely not. Does it look better than this? Absolutely. So got that tacked in. This piece goes there, and then got another piece cut out here. Goes right there. The only piece I hadn't got fabbed out yet is the one that fits over the top of this. But that's not a huge deal. Anyways, I'll bring you back when I get it tacked in. Okay, I now have the patch piece welded in place and the welds are dressed up. Now I'm just going to mix up some short strand fiberglass and put a thin coat over the welded areas and then smooth that out, and then I'll weld in the second piece. Okay, the passenger side repair on the bed floor is complete. I've got the fiberglass, short strand fiberglass applied to the welds. And I got the new support made. Got it welded in. So onward to the next side. Okay, I've got the final patch welded into place in the bed. And so now I've moved on to the floor pans and related material. I've got the front cab mount, front left cab mount tacked into place. It's not welded up solid by any means because I'm going to now start fitting and fabbing out the floorboard. So that's going to be the next project in this project. I also got the center repair piece for the floorboard. I mentioned in the beginning of this series that I'll tend to work my way from the center out, and so following that path, that's what I've done. So I've got the center part of the floorboard that was rusted out from the beginning, which is part of the tunnel, part of the transmission tunnel, right where it tapers off. I've got that welded into place. Still got to grind the welds off some, but that's small stuff. So anyway, I will start with the fabbing out of the driver's side floorboard. The fun never ends. Okay, I now have the floor pan made. It's all bent, all the corners where it needs to be bent, trimmed up. Got the holes drilled for the cross members. A lot of holes to drill. And then where it fits back here, got that all looking the way it should. The front, looking the way it should. This is bent here, and it's obviously closer to the edge of the metal there than it is over here. I've got this piece here. It did not come the right width. I guess is the only way to say that. I'm all the way over here against the footrest for the gas feed, and then over here there's a gap that I still got to cut a patch for and put in there, but it's not a huge deal. If I'd have known that ahead of time, I might have been able to leave some material there, but actually I believe it was rusted out. Anyways, it is on the other side, on the passenger side. It's nothing I will be able to do about it other than to weld another piece in there. Anyway, that's small potatoes, so to speak. I had to bend the lip all the way down here to accept the door seal, and of course it has to line up with this pinch weld front and back as well. It's a little bit tall right now, but because I cut it that way so I can trim it down to the size that I need. So I'm very pleased with the way this turned out. I mean, it's going to look nice when I get it finished out. And on the other side, I've already started over there. I've already cut a little bit of it out with the cutoff wheel. But I thought, well, after I got it cut off, I decided I might make a video on that, because this stuff gets in pretty bad shape over the years, and the rust proofing in the 70s, 60s, 70s was pretty much non-existent. But I left this in place for a reason, and that one reason was in order to know the measurements of my cab mount hole. So before I started cutting any of that out, I took measurements from the edge of this inside of the kick panel in the cab, and then I took measurements going backwards to this cross member, and because that's something that's going to be not moved, and it'll be the same on both sides. So I've got that marked on the other side where that's going to have to be drilled. And anyway, interesting thing here is underneath this panel that I took off, there's a little spacer right there where the bolt goes through. It's about, I don't know, 1/2 inch tall. That's something that'll have to be cut off or one made and put back in there. If you don't, when you tighten it down, you would crush the floorboard. And so that's something, just little things like that has to be noticed, taken into account. And this was just had dirt and rust all in it. I mean, it was horrible. This over here was completely gone, nothing there. Yeah, so it wasn't, just you cut it in a few places and it just kind of falls apart. But it's all going to be new when I get done. So anyway, and I don't think I got that on the last video. I got this new brace built, and I don't think I have the old one here with me. Yeah, I do. I've got it over here. I'll show you before and after. Excuse me, I about fell down. Okay, so this is what it looked like. This is what I cut out. You can see it's in pretty sad shape. Luckily, this side is nothing at all wrong with it. So cut it out, made a new piece. Actually, this one is a little stronger because the metal is a couple thousandths thicker. But this is very, very stiff. It's not going anywhere. And yeah, turned out pretty nice. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and get this cut out and get the other floor plan measured, cut, do all that fun stuff. The next full-length video, because I'm gonna make put a bunch of short clips together to make this video. But anyway, the next one I make will be the unveiling, or I have the quarter panels on the premises. So I went and picked those up a few days ago, and I've got those, and I will show those, show you guys those as well. And sent out some other parts too while I was at the supplier. So anyway, I will bring you back for the unveiling of the quarter panels. Stay tuned.